Alright, my computer crashed, so if you weren't around, we're doing challenge 40, we're using Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench has the Beast Within, Berserker's Buckle, Warmog's Armor. The powers are on Die and Rage, which is Tryndamere's power. Each round, the first time the foe's unit would die, grant them Tough, Overwhelm, and Fearsome instead. And Frenzied Fighting, the player units have +2/+2. And round end, deal 2 to all the player's units. Now this is Darius, so he has Hemorrhage. Deal 1 to the player's Nexus for each unit the foe has. Yeah, unfortunately my computer's been crashing. I guess we'll start. Welcome to the Path of Least Resistance, episode 4 of the September 24 monthly challenges. We joined this game already in progress. Here we have a Darius on the board, we have a City Breaker and a Basilisk Rider. We haven't been able to remove the City Breaker because of Tryndamere's power, but we're going to go ahead and beat Darius here. And I don't think he has a 1 damage ping, so we should be free to attack here. Actually, that probably would have killed me if he blocked, because round end I would have taken damage before the regeneration hit. He did have health potions, so I could have made up for it. Now that we have Tahm Kench on the board, we do have Acquired Taste, which means we can continue eating his most valuable units. Our units are getting swole every time they take damage. And we'll drop a boom to a rookie here. We're planning on winning next round. Presumably all we have to do is attack here, and we're good. Time to go. Alright. Assuming we don't crash again, the goal here is going to be to get to 45. I don't know if just going as long as I've been going is what's causing my computer to crash. Seems to happen around an hour. I'm going to go ahead and take Brash on Tahm Kench just to get more. And at the healer we're going to cut Razor Scale Hunter. And we're going to a mirror match. Tahm Kench's power is Big Feast. When the foe summons a unit, granted +0/+3. I'm a little bit frustrated from the computer crashing thing, which means my play might be a little worse than normal. So I was planning on going to 50 today. My original plan was to go to like 10, but yeah, my secondary plan, after I realized that my brain doesn't work that way and I have to just keep doing this as much as possible, my secondary plan was to go to 50. I think I'll probably stop at 45. We'll see what happens if my computer crashes one more time. I'm probably going to scream. That is not your problem, that is my problem. Your problem is this Tahm Kench, who is on the board before our Tahm Kench is on the board. He also has an Acquired Taste. We didn't get any units that we could play, which was sad. We need him to use mana, because if he eats our unit, that is worse for us. Unfortunately, he did decide to pass here, so I'm not sure the best thing to do. Like, for example, we play Jhin. He's gonna eat Jhin. Did hurt him, so he's only at 5 hit points. He does have several heals in his deck, though. And he stole one of my cards, which could potentially be a heal. Yeah, I am kind of low right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this Boxtopus. That's unfortunate. I think he stole that from me. And we're gonna go down to almost no hit points. Do have 2 health potion in hand we can use to get some back. Had I actually waited there, that would have been a fine time to counter his Tahm Kench with our Tahm Kench. So potentially a misplay. I need to attack here to pass the turn and hope that he plays a card. Okay, great. He used all of his mana. And I don't think he leveled, which means we can play Tahm and eat his Tahm, reviving our Jhin and our Octopus. That's pretty good. I think we can eat our Boxtopus. Pick an ally, capture an ally. Gotta make sure we do that in the right order. When we eat something, it comes back costing less. So there we got another unit on the board and made our Tahm Kench bigger. Both of those are good things. I know it looks kind of dire. I'm actually not really afraid here. Play Lounging Lizard.
Probably best we keep it that way, two coats, eh? Now listen here, Tahm. There's been a misunderstanding.
Keep conversating, child.
And we'll go ahead and eat his Tahm Kench, which should level ours, obliterating his 2 copies. And reviving our Boxtopus, which gives us a couple more hit points back as well. Our start was bad because we didn't draw anything. And we also had to wait for a safe time to play our Tahm Kench. But now that he's on the board, yeah, we basically win. Not really afraid of anything that's happening anymore. We have a winning attack on this turn. Not quite as clean as I would like, but a win is a win.
I will allow for no mistake.
And that is challenge 40.
And with that, perfection.
For that, we get a Platinum Bolt. Always exciting. 40 Pike Fragments. I haven't played New Pike yet. I need to. I hear he's fun. Man, I was afraid my computer was going to crash again there. It took a little bit for it to load. We're going into Challenge 41. This is Azir and Yasuo. Special powers are round game start, all players summon a Crackshark Corsair, and Sovereign's Domination, the upgraded Viego power. Where round start, both summons an ephemeral copy of the player's strongest follower that died last round. Actually, that might just be the normal Viego power, not the legendary one. For this, we're going to be using Yasuo. I like to put really strong units up against Azir. And, like I said before, I also like their matches. I think they're fun. None of these are actually very good for us, but Mage, Seeker, Conservator is probably fun. Can't block the first round anyway. And then here, double attack on Fae Blade Twirler sounds great. And we're gonna look for maybe like cost reduction on Yasuo. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it, so taking Savage Shield is probably a good option. Yasuo's power is the Gathering Storm, When the foe's unit's attacks stun the player's weakest unit, the foe draws 1. Our Yasuo is using Yasuo's Windblade for the mana, Everfrost and Tempest Blade. If you don't have Yasuo's Windblade, just use another Everfrost or Troll King's Crush or Crown, whatever. Keep the Steel Tempest in hand so we can have some defense for this round. I said defense in a weird way. And when Yasuo attacks, use the Killer Crackshot Corsair. But we don't need to take his damage. And we have 2 stuns on the board now. We could play Yasuo. If we do that, we're opening ourselves up to something bad happening, but we have 2, so it's fine. Also, he doesn't level quite yet, but he will level at the next round start. And that'll clear our enemy's board. We do have another Steel Tempest in hand and the mana to use it. We also have Will of Ionia in hand so we can recall any danger.
Even I have good days. No cure for fear. Clear my name.
What do you call that technique?
We have Spirit Stone, Mage Seeker, Conservator. We're just gonna drop infinity of these.
Take a look at this.
Could have used Lux, but I wanted to keep mana open for Steel Tempest if we needed it. Not that there was gonna be like a reason that we would have needed it. Good habits.
Life and death on a blade's edge.
Focus. Focus. Next time.
Now, our opponent is pretty low on cards. We're just growing every round.
Like a storm.
Kinda want
Change.
something that isn't Lux to be returned to my hand.
Let the light guide you.
Oh, Steel Tempest is Windsinger to get rid of it.
Even I have good days.
There's definitely a case to be made that I shouldn't have played as many Mage Seekers as I did. That way I could have played Remembrance, but I don't think I had Remembrance in the hand when that happened. So, you know.
To get my hands dirty. They picked the wrong road.
Of all weapons, the past cuts deepest.
Get Fade Blade Twirler, we'll drop that. Get rid of our last Mage Seeker Conservator to drop Yone.
Would you listen?
We now have an attack that's big enough to win, assuming they don't have any sort of counter, which likely be Steel Tempest here. It's fine, we'll go one more round. Next round, even if they have something, we're still pretty good.
No one is promised tomorrow.
You're wanted for your crime.
Plays leveled Yasuo and send it right back to his hand. Oh, and we get denied.
They never get no cure.
Okay.
Oh, it's on.
Alright, gonna go ahead and use Prismatic Barrier here on our Fade Blade Twirler. That strike will give him an extra power, which will be 2 damage because of the double strike. Yasuo did draw another card, it's Blast Code Seedling. We don't need to play anything. That's stun next round, we'll get rid of it. He does get a copy of one of our cards, which I forgot about, but it's fine. But it's fine.
The superior tactic is to never give up.
Take Shadow Totem on Yasuo, that'll give us a second stun when we play him. The healer, we can get rid of our worst card. I don't know that we have a worst card. Shadow Assassin, I guess. And we'll go into Azir, who has the Emperor's Army. The foe's Sand Soldiers everywhere have +2/+0. I think I've said that 100 times in this monthly challenge set. Start with Fey Blade Twirler, which is fantastic. We also have Yone for protection next round. Yone is kind of better than Yasuo at that, although with Shadow Totem now they're about the same. Drop Fey Blade Twirler.
Do not see what is, see what will be.
Here's our chance.
Can't attack, but he'll start growing in power.
My name echoes from every rock, every
I'm willing to risk one more card being played.
Pull it to the face.
I was wrong.
Came a long way
Somewhat
from home.
unfortunate. So I take 8 damage for a bad bet. And I'll go ahead and play 2 Blast Code Seed Loot.
Underestimate. I dare you.
Here we'll play Navori Blade Scout. Basically just passing the turn to see what he does. I hate that. We did learn that that was a spell last time, but there's nothing we can do about it regardless. We'll go ahead and play a double Yasuo here.
My kind of lesson. No cure.
He will level and clear the board.
Maybe I
He
do.
will do it very slowly.
I do alright. My kind of lesson.
And we will attack.
Clear my lane. Even I
Have Yone in hand to deal with the Azir that he's about to drop.
Shurima never fell. It only awaited my return.
I'm not sure it's worth testing if he has a second card to play here, but I did want the Fey Blade Twirler down regardless.
Shurima is sand and sky, past and present.
Azir levels, which is something we could have stopped if we had stunned him. So now we're going to pay for that by taking
hope you brought
some
friends.
damage here. Actually want to keep Azir alive so that I can drop Yone on him. We can steal Tempest, the Sand Soldier.
Now who's got the upper hand?
At any point, I had the ability to block more damage than I did.
Here's our chance.
I thought I was fine, and I was, so just wasn't too worried about it.
I will regain my
And that is Azir. And challenge 41 is done. Going into challenge 42, we're going to use Evelynn. I don't know that I've checked Evelynn's relics. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. We're using the Beast Within for Overwhelm, Tempest Blade, when I level up stun all enemies, and Crown Guard Inheritance. Since Evelynn can level and de-level a lot, we'll be able to perfectly control this fight. This is Lee Sin and Tryndamere. With Minimalist, you start with 2 extra mana gems, but you don't get any more. And they have Demacia Might 2. When one of the foe's units strikes, grant it +2/+2. Tryndamere is going to have Tryndamere power, obviously. And so he's going to be hard to get rid of. But if you can just stun all of your opponents instead, that's usually a good solution. Here we have to take cards that'll fit within the context of how much mana we have. Taric with mana deposit sounds fine. Evelynn with free attack, questionable. Power Riff is great, we can play her for less. And we go into Tryndamere, whose power is Undying Rage. Each round, the first time the foe's units would die, grant them 12. Fluff, Overwhelm, and Fearsome instead. Alright. Can keep Steam, I guess. Yeah, let's just mulligan the whole thing. We're trying to get our 2 champions. Basically, if you don't get Evelynn in Evelynn's deck, then Evelynn is bad. So, a thing that Tryndamere can have is Ice Shards. If he plays it, it'll kill my Husk.
I learned my scars.
If he doesn't play it, we get to play Evelynn, killing the Husk and leveling her up, stunning our opponent's board.
See what's beneath while I see what's inside. Scream for me.
Making everything a little bit stronger.
I said walk.
We're never going to acknowledge that our opponent's units exist.
Impress me. I want more.
And we're just going to attack like they don't.
This was your back, not wait.
Gonna Bastion here to get rid of that Entomb. I did want the ability to play a card to eat the Husk and level up again, but blocking the Entomb seemed better. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I could have just taken the Entomb and played second Evelynn. We're gonna get that opportunity here. I don't have second Evelynn in hand. Not sure why I thought I did. That's fine. I think it's worth passing here. We don't want to kill these without Evelynn on the board. And we'll attack. Unless he has third Entomb, we're fine. And that's Tryndamere.
With grace and precision.
Elusive on Evelynn is probably pretty cool. Maybe Colossal Hammer. Colossal Hammer is fine. It's more damage. I can get rid of Mountain Sojourners because we can't play it anyway. You go into Lee Sin, whose power is always listening. When he attacks, he creates 2 resonating strikes in hand, and they are free. We will keep Evelynn and mulligan the rest. We want to have something that can create a Husk. We get it with Solter.
Only I can endure.
Plays Lee Sin, we play Evelynn.
Was hoping you'd stop by. She's been listening.
Has she? Maybe I'll satisfy her cravings. That was hot.
Evelynn levels up, stuns everything, we attack.
Place.
Next round we'll play something.
I want more.
Derek sounds great.
I won't stand by.
You are brave, young one.
I'm ready to shine.
Scream for me.
We play Taric, Evelynn stuns everything, gets us rally,
Shatter them.
and we attack.
Submit.
And that is challenge 42.
It's always over so soon.
Challenge 43 is Thresh, and we're going to be using Nami. Special rules are the price of progress, player's spells cost 2 less, player's unit costs 1 more, and sovereign domination. This is Thresh's, or Diego's power. Nami, of course, allows us to play a ton of spells for free, making Nami enormous. We can take... I don't know if we actually want it. We can take Ballista, it's fine. Our Nami relics are chosen by the stars. Use this for the Augment, Overwhelm, Echoing Spirit, and Hymn of Valor. Basically, you play a giant Nami, attack one time, and win the game. And we're going to be looking for some cost reduction on Nami because she's going to cost 1 extra due to the price of progress. We're going into Thresh. His power is Damnation. I feel like I've said this already. Game start, the foe summons Vaults of Helya. When Thresh levels up, the foe creates 3 Shadow Isles champions in deck. I guess I've seen all of them a number of times already. We're going to go ahead and keep this Otterpuss in hand. If we're lucky, we'll be able to play that on Nami. Actually, I don't think we will. But we do need something for Nami to play off of. Okay, great. Yeah, we don't have enough mana to do it. I think we still have to play Nami here.
Let the tide carry you. That is the wind that rattles the leaves.
And that is 1 spell?
Ride the surging tide.
2 spell? 3 spell?
Carry you.
And on the 4th spell, we duplicate.
Rise with the surf. The Mirai will never know fear again. Ride the surging tide. I will light beyond life.
We don't duplicate anymore, but playing these spells will make our Nami stronger. It'll also get our wiggly purple fish to the point where we can actually play it. And that'll be a little bit of extra damage. I don't need to play any more spells, we've had the game won already. And that's Thresh.
I'm proud to call myself Tidecaller.
For 44, we're going to use Nidalee. Again, I'm not sure that I've checked her relic, so we're going to go ahead and do that really quick. It's important to check your relics. We're using the Beast Within, Corrupted Star Fragment, and Lost Chapter here. And we're going up against Fizz. We're using Nidalee because of Dune Striders. Each round, the player's first Shimmer card costs 1 less to play, and the foe is always going to have a Door Abyss, which is Lulu's power to transform your strongest unit, strongest follower, into a squirrel. Nidalee is very strong. We don't need to use her on, or whatever. We don't need to use her on something as weak as Fizz, but we already had everything else covered, so it's fine. And we're looking for like Black Cleaver. Consuming Wrath is probably equally good here. And Fizz's power is Mercurial Nature. Round start, he creates a bleeding spell that costs 3 or less, and it costs 1 less. And for Nidalee, basically, you play Nidalee, Transformer, with Lost Chapter attack, and usually that's enough to win the game. With Corrupted Star Fragment, you can eat. Nidalee can be played with Crown Guard Inheritance. If you do that, you can take advantage of the fact that she levels up and de-levels.
Hateful outsiders do not belong in my jungle!
And this should be winning. Easy peasy.
My family will feast tonight.
Alright, challenge 45 is Swain, Savage Mysticism, so each round, each player gets a mana gem, and Rock 2 Hard rounds start deal 1 to all players' units. Savage Mysticism will mean that he'll draw into the Leviathan pretty quickly, which is a bit of a concern. We're going to use Tahm Kench though. We'll be able to play Tahm Kench on round 2 without any cost reduction, and we'll just start eating everything that he puts out. We can use Kale here. We have Mahira with cost reduction. Presumably Mahira will grow if it doesn't die instantly. Probably should have thought about that. Not sure what happens first. Let's find out. We'll take it as a Poro, and we'll -1 cost is pretty good. I'm gonna try for -2, and we get it. Amazing. Can't lose. Swain's power is Suffer. Round start, deal 3 damage to all players' damaged units. So this is actually a little bit of an issue with Swain, or with Tahm Kench, because you do play units that come into play damage. So yeah, we'll see how that works. And so like here, this crusty codger is already damaged, so he's going to take 3 damage plus 1 from Rock 2 Hard. I think he'll live this round.
Make the Empire proud.
And we're going to go ahead and play Mahira here, who does get +1 for some reason. Yeah, I'm actually not sure why. We are free to block. Does it have a subtype? Oh, because it's a Poro, it has a subtype. That makes sense. And so the combination of Rock 2 Hard plus Suffer is actually way worse than I thought it was. I hadn't thought about what it meant. And yeah, that's a little bit bad, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and choose to keep Mahira alive here.
Victory awaits.
being alive the extra round will make our units in hand a little bit better. And he gets Captain Pharaon out really quickly. He can't attack though, so I mean we're winning.
My light shines, just and righteous!
I mean, that looked really smooth. I'm not sure if this was fine or if there were like, if there was something to actually be concerned about here.
Their time has come.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Tahm Kench might be fine. Still probably the best option. And for winning 45, we get something. Stardust. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I might try to do more later. We haven't crashed, which is great, and so I'm gonna stop recording before that happens. And hopefully it won't happen. And if you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goal is to finish these by the end of tomorrow.